He is known for promoting a system of doctrines emphasizing human choice in salvation and denying original sin. He is recognized for his views on mankind's good nature and individual responsibility for choosing asceticism. He especially stressed the freedom of human will. His name is Pelagius. In the annals of theology, there emerged a figure known as Pelagius, a man who dared to challenge the prevailing notions of his time. Born in Britain, Pelagius was a theologian who championed a system of doctrines that placed great emphasis on human choice in matters of salvation. His teachings stood in stark contrast to the widely accepted concept of original sin. During the Synod of Jerusalem in 415, Pelagius found himself accused of heresy, with his doctrines facing harsh criticism, particularly from the esteemed Augustine of Hippo. It was Augustine who vehemently opposed Pelagius' views on the inherent goodness of mankind and the individual's responsibility for pursuing asceticism. However, amidst the controversy, one aspect of Pelagius' teachings shone brightly. He fervently stressed the freedom of human will, proclaiming that individuals possessed the power to shape their own destiny. This concept challenged the prevailing notion of predestination, asserting that humans had agency in their own salvation. Unfortunately, very little is known about the personal life and career of Pelagius. Yet, his philosophical ideas and theological debates have left an indelible mark on the history of theology, igniting discussions on the dynamics between human choice and divine grace that continue to resonate to this day. In the early 5th century, a philosopher named Pelagius emerged on the intellectual scene, challenging traditional notions of human responsibility and moral agency. Pelagius, a Celtic Briton, was highly educated and well-versed in theology, making him a formidable figure in the philosophical debates of his time. His name, believed to be a Gracised form of the Welsh name Morgan, added an air of mystery to his persona. Pelagius gained recognition when he moved to Rome around 380. There, he earned a reputation for austerity and engaged in correspondence with influential figures like Paulinus of Nola. However, it was a statement from Augustine's Confessions that truly caught Pelagius' attention and sparked a profound reaction within him. In Augustine's Confessions, the famous quote, "Give what you command and command what you will," presented a theological perspective that Pelagius found deeply problematic. He believed that this statement undermined human responsibility, challenging the very essence of moral agency. This encounter between Pelagius and Augustine's words became a pivotal moment in the philosopher's journey, shaping his own philosophical outlook. However, it is important to note that the historicity of this incident has been questioned by scholars. Nevertheless, Pelagius' philosophical ideas continued to evolve and gain traction, leading him to flee to Carthage with his follower Caelestius after the sack of Rome in 410. In Carthage, Pelagius continued his work, further developing his philosophy and engaging in intellectual discourse. Pelagius' ideas on human responsibility and morality remain relevant even today. His challenge to traditional notions of divine command and human agency forces us to question the nature of our own actions and the extent of our freedom. By examining Pelagius' philosophy, we can gain insights into our daily lives and how we navigate the complexities of moral decision-making. Augustine of Hippo, a prominent theologian of the 4th and 5th centuries, found himself engaged in a fierce intellectual battle with a man named Pelagius. Pelagianism, the philosophy propagated by Pelagius, quickly gained popularity, particularly around Carthage. Augustine, deeply concerned about the implications of this ideology, felt compelled to respond. In 412, Augustine penned a significant work titled De Peccatorum Moritis et Remission Libri 3, where he explored the nature of sin and the redemption of humanity. His writings aimed to refute the teachings of Pelagius and emphasized the importance of divine grace in the process of salvation. Augustine understood that without the intervention of Christ's grace, humans were incapable of leading a sinless life. As the influence of Pelagianism continued to grow, unsettling rumors began to circulate in 414. These rumors were centered around a document known as the Definitions Caelestii, allegedly authored by Caelestius, a close associate of Pelagius. Alarmed by the potential spread of these teachings, Augustine wasted no time in publishing a response titled De Perfectione Justitiae Hominis. In this work, he vehemently defended the existence of original sin, the necessity of infant baptism, and the indispensable role of Christ's grace in attaining righteousness. Augustine's writings serve as a crucial source of information on the life and theology of Pelagius. He wrote extensively about his opponent, seeking to expose the flaws in Pelagianism and assert the primacy of divine grace. Augustine's arguments against Pelagianism continue to resonate today, offering valuable insights into the human condition and our relationship with God. Understanding Augustine's stance on Pelagianism can also have practical implications for our daily lives. It reminds us of the inherent fallibility of human nature and the need for humility. Augustine's emphasis on the role of grace encourages us to recognize our dependence on God's mercy and to strive for moral and spiritual growth. By acknowledging our limitations and seeking divine guidance, we can navigate the complexities of life with a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. Jerome, a prominent theologian and scholar, found himself embroiled in a theological debate with a man named Pelagius. Pelagius had criticized Jerome's commentary on the Epistle to the Ephesians, leading to a heated exchange of ideas. Jerome, known for his strong views and sharp intellect, was not one to back down from a challenge. In his response to Pelagius, Jerome penned a scathing letter titled Letter to Ctesiphon and engaged in a dialogue against Pelagianism. He argued vehemently against Pelagius' beliefs, which centered around the idea that humans were not inherently sinful and could achieve salvation through their own efforts. Jerome found support in his cause from Orosius, a pupil of the renowned Augustine, who shared similar concerns about the dangers of Pelagianism. Together, Jerome and Orosius publicly condemned Pelagius, seeking to discredit his teachings and defend the orthodox Christian doctrine. Seeking resolution, Bishop John of Jerusalem, a personal friend of Pelagius, called a council in July 415. However, the council failed to reach a verdict on the matter, passing the controversy on to the Latin Church due to the Latin backgrounds of Pelagius, Jerome, and Orosius. The debate between Jerome and Pelagius highlighted the clash of theological ideas during this period. It revealed the deep divisions within the Church and the importance of defining fundamental beliefs. While the council may not have provided a conclusive resolution, the discussions that took place helped shape the understanding of sin, salvation, and human nature. The philosophical implications of this debate extend beyond the confines of theological discourse. It raises questions about the nature of humanity, the role of personal responsibility, and the relationship between divine grace and individual effort. The clash between Pelagianism and the opposing view represented by Jerome and Orosius reminds us of the ongoing struggle to find a balance between free will and divine intervention in our daily lives.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.